Today we are going to install a CC mobile phone car control. This is the main box. This is the avoidance box. These two are low frequency antennas. This is the start line. 6-pin start line. This is the bus line. We place the low frequency antenna on the rear windshield. On the side windshield, we stick the short one to the front. On the upper part of the windshield. This is our high frequency antenna. Where do we usually stick the high frequency antenna? It's also pasted on the side triangle, inside the glass or the A-pillar. Stick it inside the plastic panel. Do not attach it to metal surfaces. The line of this module, this square one, we can put it in this triangular plate. It can't be glued. We can tuck this antenna inside this trim panel, at the triangular cover location. It can't be glued either. This is the GPS plug. This is for the mobile phone module. This is plugged into the 6P plug of the main unit. Then this end is connected to the original car start line. Where do we connect it? Is to connect to the plug behind the lock. You can see it from here. Pull out this plug here and connect it to our plug. There are two wires on this plug. The red one is connected to the long power supply. To the side triangle board. Connect the 40 amp fuse to the long power. The orange one is the brake line. We connect it to the BCM box. Under the protective plate. This yellow plug. Pull it out. The 17th pin inside. Connect the black and red wires. Then this plug is plugged into the 20-pin plug of the main unit. There is an identical connector for the ignition wire on this side as well. This connector is for adapting the one under the steering wheel. And connect it to this plug. Then there is also a pink wire for the horn on this 20-pin connector. Behind this trim panel is relay number 646 for the horn wire. We'll pull it out. After unplugging it, there is a pin number 2. This number 2 pin here. We directly peel the speaker wire. Wrap it up, and then pull this. And then plug it back in. Then there are 2 ground wires on this plug, which are black grounding wires. These 2 black tie cords with terminals. Pick one of the screws, connect it to the screw on the chassis frame. Or ground it to the screw on this chassis frame, right here. We build a square copper coil. This copper coil is inserted into the key door. Remove the original one. And insert the copper wire, and fix it. Now we remove the remote control. The original remote control. Press it to take out the key leather. Then take out the key. Open the back cover. Open it and take out the battery. Then we pry open the back cover. There is glue inside it. Be careful when prying it open. Don't pry it to the board. After prying open the original remote control board, take it out. Now we have taken out the remote control board. The original car start chip is in this place. This black one which looks like a magnet. Take it out. Take out this chip. This avoidance line. And the plug of the evader. We plug it into this and this. Put the original remote control in this box. After taking it out, align the OEM remote control board with the positioning marks. And insert it into the circuit breaker. Secure it. We take that small chip. After removing the start chip, we stick it under the copper coil. Stick it like this. After sticking, fix it with something. Then it's done. Now the evasion device is installed. After installation, we plug it into the avoidance device. Plug in this plug, and we can try it. Now all our wires are connected. If it's connected, the plugs are all plugged in. Now we will plug in all the wiring harnesses. Plug these two low-frequency antennas into these two ports. Plug this 20-pin main harness into this large port here. This start cable is plugged into the 6P opening here. Plug this red connector into the red port on this side. Once everything is plugged in, we can test it out. If the vehicle does not come with push-button start, remove the original panel and fit our supplied panel. If the vehicle comes with factory push-button start, there is no need to replace the panel. Now the main unit is fixed. We can try the remote control to see if the remote control start can start normally. If it can start normally, it's okay. And then we can deliver the car.